Hey everyone, it's Jason the Apple. Welcome back to this series where we peel back the layers of a dysfunctional family dynamic. Like an onion, except instead of crying over a cutting board, you're sobbing in therapy 5 years later. But hey, laughter's free, so let's sprinkle a bit of that on this existential sandwich, shall we? Today, I want to talk about one of the most toxic, most misunderstood roles in a family system, in a toxic family system: the truth teller. Now, I know that's what you're thinking. That sounds like a noble role, right? Like some kind of medieval knight armed with honesty, except instead of a sword. Well, sort of, except instead of being celebrated for your integrity, you're being treated like the annoying guy down in the pub who keeps pointing out everyone's embarrassing secrets. Imagine standing in front of your family as a kid, saying something as innocent as, "Mum, why does Dad always shout at us after work?" And instead of an answer, you'd get a glare that could melt steel. Welcome to the glamorous world of the truth teller. And here's the thing: every family has one. It's usually the kid who, without even trying, just gets it. You don't need a PhD in psychology to see this dysfunction. It's right there. Like a bad wig, no one's brave enough to mention it. It's like the elephant in the room. Except you. You mention it. Oh, you mention it. Not because as a kid you think, surely, you're trying to stir the pot, but you're thinking, surely they want to fix this problem, right? They want to fix, they need to know. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. They don't. In a narcissistic family system, the truth teller is a dangerous role. Why? Because narcissists hate the truth. They hate it like they hate the friend who always insists on splitting the bill evenly when you ordered a salad and they had a steak with 2 bottles of wine. The truth makes them feel exposed, and it terrifies a narcissist. That terrifies them. Nothing more than that would terrify them. You know, especially a child that can see straight through their carefully constructed house of lies. As a kid, you probably learned that this the hard way. You innocently called out something like, "Mum, why do you always cry when Aunt Linda's more successful than you?" Or, "Dad, why do you drink so much every time after Grandma's visits?" And suddenly, it's like you've turned into the family scapegoat. "Jason, stop being disrespectful. Jason, go to your room. Jason, why are you always causing trouble? You're always causing trouble, you are, Jason. You're holding up the mirror, Jason. Give it back." Yeah, the problem is no one in your family likes what they see. The truth teller often gets silenced early on. You figure out pretty quickly that telling the truth in a toxic family is like bringing a joke into a funeral. It might be true, but it's not going to go over really well, is it? So you shut up. But here's the kicker: even when you stop speaking, you don't stop noticing. You don't stop seeing the dysfunction. You just learn to carry it quietly, like some twisted little invisible rucksack of family secrets. And over time, the truth teller often becomes the scapegoat. It's like the family collectively decides that, you know what, let's blame Jason. Let's blame him for everything. Everything. The dog running away, Jason's fault. Global warming, definitely Jason. Definitely global warming, definitely Jason's fault. It's exhausting, but you adapt. You retreat into your imagination, creating a rich inner world where your family doesn't exist. Or, at the very least, they're all on mute. For some truth tellers, that imagination becomes a lifeline. You dream of escape, of running away to some far off place where no one knows your family or knows your name. For me, it was about becoming the Apple What's-It, a superhero that fights dysfunction one court case at a time. But for others, the weight of this role can lead to anxiety, depression, and an ignoring sense of loneliness. And the worst part, narcissistic families don't care. They'll happily let you spiral as long as it doesn't interfere with their next holiday or keeps them out of the bathroom. Now, let's talk about the flying monkeys. You know, the extended family members who swoop in to defend the narcissist while you're drowning in their chaos. These people are like the mates who laugh at every single narcissist's bad joke while you're left there cleaning up the mess. They'll tell you that you're ungrateful, disrespectful, or worse still, you're too sensitive. Oh, I'm sorry, Carol, for pointing out that Mum's gaslighting me and that isn't being sensitive. It's called having a functioning set of eyes and ears. As you grow older, the truth teller often faces a brutal choice. Stay in the system and keep pretending that everything's fine, or walk away and risk losing everything you've ever known and anyone you've ever met. It's like Sophie's Choice, except instead of Meryl Streep, it's you at 23, packing your bags and wondering if you'll ever be invited to Christmas ever again. For many truth tellers, it's an all or nothing gamble. And let's be honest, Christmas with a narcissistic family is overrated anyway. Who needs another passive-aggressive gift exchange? But here's the good news. Being a truth teller is also a superpower. Sure, yeah, it's lonely, but it gives you clarity most people spend years in therapy trying to find. You see things as they are, not as people want you to see them. And that's a rare treat. That's a rare skill. Truth tellers often go on to do incredible things like becoming therapists, advocates, artists, or entrepreneurs. Why? Because we've spent our lives navigating dysfunction. And we're not interested in playing by the rules anymore. For me, being a truth teller shaped everything. It made me who I am, a bloke who calls out the nonsense when he sees it and helps others do the same. It's not always easy. There's grief, loneliness, and a permanent sense of being the odd one out. But there's also a freedom to build a life on your own terms, without the weight of other people's delusions dragging you down. So, to all you truth tellers out there, you're not alone. Your insight, your courage, your refusal to settle for less, that's a gift. It might not win you any popularity contests, but it's what makes you extraordinary. Sure, yeah, it's difficult, but it's you. Let us know about how you're being a truth teller, how it's shaped you. Together, we're creating this space where this role isn't just about surviving, but it's about thriving. Thank you for being here and letting me ramble on about this philosophical stand-up comedian, like whatever. Stay strong, really stay strong, truth tellers. And remember, the truth might not set you free straight away, but it'll definitely make life more interesting. Until next time, it's Jason the Apple What's It signing off. Peace and love, Lila's glove. Till next time.